Meanwhile, the question of the origin of the pandemic still remains. As governments push for further investigation, we'd like to expand this question. The Wuhan virus pandemic originated in China, and we all know that. But do you know which other outbreaks began in China? The Asian flu in 1956, the H5N1 bird flu in 1997, the SARS virus in 2002, and then the Wuhan virus in 2019. These are the bigger outbreaks. Now here's a question. Why do so many new diseases take birth in China? Is China indeed a disease incubator? We did some research and we found that the reasons are all too familiar for this. One is the wet market. The wet markets in China where there is close contact between humans and exotic animals. And the second reason is the lab leaks. In China, viruses have made their way into humans through both these routes in the past. So it should not come as a surprise that both of these theories, the natural origin and the lab leak, are being considered by scientists again to find out where the Wuhan virus came from. Wet markets or leaky labs? They both make China a hotspot for new diseases to take birth. Let me tell you about them one by one. First, the wet markets. They resumed operations soon after China brought its cases under control last year. In fact, wet markets have been running in China for years now. But this pandemic put the spotlight on them, because this is where diseases spread easily. These wet markets are essentially open-air stalls. Live animals are slaughtered and sold on site. The wet market in Wuhan, that was earlier believed to be the source of the virus, had a section for wild animals. This is where they sold bats, snakes, beavers, porcupines, baby crocodiles, among other animals. The conditions in which these markets operate create opportunities for viruses to jump from animals to humans. They're crowded and they're unhygienic. There are lots of species of animals that are potential reservoirs of viruses. And that is why experts believe that these markets can easily spit out new viruses. The potential threat is well documented. Why then do people go to such markets? Because in China, people prefer buying their meats from wet markets. They believe the produce here is healthier than frozen foods. The practice is so common and popular that people ignore the risk of being infected with new viruses. And this threat is not hypothetical. This way of life has given us two new diseases in the past. The Wuhan virus is not the first one, or potentially the first one. The H5N1 bird flu and SARS. These two diseases have a clear animal origin. Bird flu began from contact with infected live or dead poultry. SARS jumped from bats to civets and then to humans. Civet cats were considered a delicacy in China. They were sold in markets and also farmed until the outbreak of SARS in the Guangdong province in 2002. What about Chinese labs? Well, they too have leaked viruses in the past. In 2004, during the SARS outbreak, two researchers were infected. They were working with the SARS virus inside a laboratory in Beijing. Back then, the World Health Organization believed that both researchers were infected in two separate incidents. The first outbreak of SARS in 2003 was natural. But post that, it infected people after escaping labs. And this has happened more than twice. Going by one estimate from 2019, SARS escaped at least 4 times from one laboratory in Beijing. 4 times. Dr. Scott Gottlieb, the former head of US Food and Drug Administration, or FDA, claims a much higher number. He says SARS-1 escaped 6 times from Chinese laboratories. As recently as 2018, questions were being raised about the safety record of Chinese labs. Take a look at this story. In 2018, 2 American officials made several visits to the Wuhan Institute of Virology, the same Wuhan lab that is now at the center of the lab leak theory. The Wuhan lab is supposed to be a level 4 biosafety lab. Now, level 4 is the highest safety standard for this kind of a laboratory. But the American officials who assessed it said, and I'm quoting, it had inadequate safety measures. Reports say American officials who issued warnings in fact, also issued warnings when researchers at the Wuhan lab started conducting studies on bat coronaviruses. Now, clearly, all of these warnings fell on deaf ears because China keeps exporting disease after disease. The latest one being the worst. It's been 17 months and we don't even know how it began. China's wet markets are back in business. China's virus labs are out of bounds. There is no accountability, no scope for an independent assessment. There is no stopping China's wet markets and leaky labs. So is China a disease incubator? I think the question has been adequately answered. WION is now available in your country. Download the app now and get all the news on the move.